Okay. So the madness continues during this Commander Clash Classic. The bracket has already been busted by the 14 seed Pops, number one Ed, number 10 Reb pulled off an upset. Number 11 Kenny G just punched their ticket to the next round. All the underdogs aren't just competing, but they're taking over. But I do feel we got one guy that's good, that's has a potential to do some damage. So now the next question is, who's next? Tonight we got Juan Gotti at the number 2 spot, who looks to avoid becoming another victim of this upset wave that has been stepping all over the arenas against number 13 Rick. Will your favorite hold their spot, or will another Cinderella story be written? Let's find out on Off the Bench. Let's get to it.
What's up, man? Check out Off the Bench anytime you get a chance. Hey, Off the Bench is 89. Check it out.
What up? What's good? What's happening? It's your boy Big Herb, and welcome to another episode. This is the second one of the day. Welcome to another episode of Off the Bench. Today we got the Commander Clash Classic going on, and it should be a doozy today. So I mean, because the underdog's been taking over as of late, so I want to see what happens if we could go ahead and mix a little bit up and actually get the higher seed to see if we can get this victory today. But before we go any further, be sure to hit that like, comment in the comment section, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell notification so this way you can be abreast of what's next. So, starting off, coming to the stage, where are we at? There we go. Former Howard University standout. He's a former offensive line coach at Archbishop Carroll High School, sending multiple players to Division I powerhouses such as Jacksonville Jaguars offensive tackle Anton Harris, co-host of the Gamma Blurs, real-life juggernaut. He could break down the offense and defense like no other. Shout out to the homie, Rick. What's good, my brother? Oh, my bad. There we go.
Again, man, every time you do that intro, I'm just like, who is he talking about? Because that's not me. I'm just a regular-ass nigga. I just come on and talk shit. That's all. But appreciate it though. I appreciate the listing of all of my accomplishments that I forgot that I've done.
Most definitely, bro. And next up's coming to the stage. We gotta adjust this real quick. All right, let's get to it. So coming to the stage right now with well over 12.4 thousand subs on YouTube. He's the young OG putting in work with the dope tapes, repping our favorite football team. He's the unofficial YN Commander beat reporter, co-host of the Burgundy Breakdown Show, and host of the Juan Gotti's Talking Sports. Shout out to the homie. What's good, Juan Gotti's Talking Sports? How's it going, brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing? Appreciate you for having me on. I'm looking forward to this fun battle that we have here.
Most definitely. Fellas, usually we go ahead on this part right here because we are always promoting shit talking at its finest. But I also want to go ahead and say, because news came out today that Brandon Ayuk has officially stated that he's in Virginia. So before we go any further, Juan, tell me what you think about this whole entire situation, bro.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, look, we know this was something that was going to happen. We knew it was only one person team rather that he wanted to play for. And I'm not surprised that he's in VA, that he claimed that he's in VA. He's probably been here for a while. I'm sure, just like everyone else, we're kind of tired of this whole situation and just want it to be done. Not sure if his recent antics of going on social media basically taunting the 49ers, if that helps his case or not. But I'm excited about it if it happens. I'm hoping that it happens. It would be absolutely crazy if it doesn't at this point. Look at that. Like, that would just completely do a
Man.
whole 180 if we fast forward a few weeks later and he ends up somewhere else. Like, that would be absolutely crazy. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm just ready for it to be over. I'm ready for him to join the squad if he does, and I'm looking forward to seeing the magic that him and Jaden Daniels can create. So let's get this shit done, man. Please.
Rick?
I agree with Juan. I'm just ready to get the shit done. Also, I'm tired of hearing all of these side comments from all these people. I don't want to hear George Kittle's mouth no more. I don't want to hear Sam Acho's mouth no more. I don't even want to hear the local media's mouth no more. Like, I just want him to sign the deal and get on the team and get on the field and show everybody, what time it is. Like a lot of the side scuttlebutts has just gotten really, really annoying to me. You know what I mean? Because everybody loves to start talking about somebody's mental health and start talking about, like, man, shut up. Like, it's clear to anybody who knows anything what's happening. Like, if you listen, San Francisco is a boys club, and the people that have been speaking out from San Francisco are part of that boys club. But I mean, I'm just ready for them to hit the field and show everybody, hey, man, listen, I just wanted out of there. Now I'm happy I'm playing with my best friend, and watch what I do. Watch me continue to mess this league up the way that I've been doing.
Most definitely. And I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of this. Shady McCoy came out and said basically he's my favorite receiver now because fuck all the bullshit about what's been going on with the if the ownership and the front office don't want me anymore. Why are you keeping me here? At this point, you're just being petty. Just let me go. I could go. This whole headache shit could be done by now. You just choose to keep on holding me to the team. So you're gonna get every single antic that I got. And I mean, my thing is this: is it smart? Maybe not. But at the same time, if you don't want this to go down, just let him go. He wants to leave, let him leave. You don't want him here either. So, but anywho, let's get down to business with the first one, because like I said, prior today and yesterday, we over here off the bench love to banter, love to shit talk. And without further ado, let's get to the first segment, which is called
Get your game, talk your shit, grab your game. Get your game, talk your shit, grab your game. A players be A players, dogs be dogs. Stand on what the fuck you say.
So, Rick, this is your time to talk your shit, man, right before the matchup. So go ahead and tell us what you really think, man.
I mean, what you mean as far as like what?
Talk shit. This is your time to talk your shit, man.
It's just my time to get up here and say what I'm going to say. Listen, I may not be a Commanders content creator per se. That may not be my own personal lane, but I promise you, I am not a 13th seed. Like I've been telling people forever that I know more about your favorite team than you do, plus my team. So I'm just here to prove that shit and show that I'm actually a big dog in this game for real. I'm not just a big nigga in life. I'm a big dog in every realm that I step into. I know what I'm talking about. I back my shit up with facts. I know a whole lot about a whole lot of everything, and I'm going to prove it here today in this competition. And like you said, the underdogs, the lower seeds are taking over, and I just plan to continue on that trend right now. Like, no disrespect to Juan, I appreciate you and everything that you do, but hey, big dog, I got to come take this crown today.
Juan, it's on you, bro. What would you say today, man?
I mean, would I surprise y'all if I didn't have nothing to say? Like, I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. I was surprised that I was a number 2 seed. So, like, shit, I mean, let's just get it going and let the people vote. I ain't really into talking trash, bro. Let's just let it speak for itself, man. Let the fans vote. So let's get to it.
Say less.
Too much to say.
All right, so guys, the rules is this: win in advance, lose and you're out. This is a debate format, 3 rounds, 3 topics. Each person has 2 minutes to say to speak their thoughts. with the topics provided in where topics were provided in advance. Just be sure to state facts, stats, football knowledge, and all that is encouraged. Matches were seeded by subscriber count. Friendly trash talk is encouraged, but always respect the ops. Fan voting will decide. Fans voting will decide the winner. Voting opens up at the third round, and most votes advance. Results are final. And last thing but not least, a champion will be crowned in the championship round, but you got to make it there in order to succeed. So, Juan, you have the first, what's the name? You have the higher seed. So I'm going to ask you the first question. The Commanders win the NFC East because of what? Offense or defense, and why?
Oh, okay, let's do it. The Washington Commanders will win the NFC East because of Jaden Daniels. That should be as simple as put, regardless of all of the great additions that we made to the defense, all of the great additions that we made to the offense. Regardless, if number 5 is not upright and does not play a full 17-game season, the Washington Commanders will not stand a chance of winning the NFC East. Flip that coin on his head. If Jaden Daniels returns back to the form that he was in 2024, not only will the Washington Commanders win the NFC East, but he will be a strong MVP candidate. You've seen how dominant he was in 2024 with a subpar roster, one of his best weapons being Olamide Zaccheaus that we were depending on the old Jamison Crowder. Now he's surrounded with a healthy Terry McLaurin again. Obviously, Antonio Williams, a Chigga Conqueror, a tight end that can actually move. It's going to be scary hours, and of course, adding his best friend at some point, Brandon Ayuk. So for me, the Washington Commanders will be winning the NFC East because of number 5, and that should be obvious, but that's my take.
All righty. So you had 27 seconds left. You want to go ahead and concede it, or are you good?
I'm conceding. I think my point has been made, and I'm sure everybody going to agree with that.
All right. All right, Rick, your time starts now.
To the point, full of facts. I like it. I feel like going with saying that JD5 is a little bit of a simple answer, but I think the Washington Commanders will win the NFC East this year because of their defense, because of the defense and Durante Jones. I feel like him actually showing up because of him, the new roster upheaval, and him showing up a lot of the inadequacies that Joe Witt showed in his calling of the defense last year. This defense has gotten so much bigger and so much faster and a lot younger in just one offseason. And I mean, like we've seen what this Minnesota, this Brian Flores and Durante Jones type of defense does in Minnesota last year. And I will step out on the limb and say that we have actually bigger and faster athletes than they did in Minnesota. This is a defense that turns the ball over. This is a defense that suffocates offenses. This is a defense that makes offensive coordinators want to pull their hair out. And I feel like that we have the talent and along with the coaching staff and the ability to execute all of that, especially in this NFC East with some of these quarterbacks who this defense plays into a lot of their weaknesses. You know what I mean? We're going to exploit a lot of these other teams, and they're not going to be ready for it. Because you got to remember how many plays of over 20 plus yards a game did we give up last year? You know what I mean? It was at least 4 or 5 a game. You know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of that's going to be short up this year, and it's going to be a lot of talking points coming from other quarterbacks where they're going to be seeing ghosts. And I believe I said it last time I was on the show, Herb. It's going to be a lot of, you're going to see quarterbacks dropping back, throwing the ball, and going, fuck, because they threw a pick. You know what I mean? So I believe the Washington Commanders will win the NFC East this year just based on this defense and this ability to turn these quarterbacks over and exploit their weaknesses.
Look, and time is up. So I love both takes. That's actually a very interesting take on your behalf, Rick, because I definitely would have said that it falls on JD5 in the offense, especially with all the talent that's around him this year, because this is by far the best talent he's had around him. But great take on Juan's behalf as well. So without further ado, let's get to the next question. And Rick, since you went second last time, you're gonna go this time. Is this finally the deepest Commander roster that we've had in the last 20 years? And your time starts now.
This is a hard question. This is a question that since you sent it to me last night, I've been going back and forth with. I've been doing some comparing and contrasting. I've been looking. I'm looking at old rosters. You know what I mean? And it's always like, as far as like youth and talent proportions, I would say it is one of the more talented rosters. I'm not going to say it's the deepest roster, but I'm saying it's one of the more talented rosters that we had in the past 20 years. There are a lot of really, really good football players on this team, and actually some of the people that are going to get cut from this team, I know people have said it in the past, but like there are going to be people that start for other teams that are going to get cut from this team, and that is a genuine, that speaks to Adam Peters and Dan Quinn and the coordinators and how they have positioned themselves to bring in certain types of players and certain talent. So this is an incredibly deep roster when you look at it from top to bottom, especially according to what the coordinators want to do in their systems. It's a very, very deep roster. So I'm not going to say it's the deepest, but it's a top 3 deep roster over the past 20 years.
All right. And Juan, it's your time to shine, brother.
Herb, I gotta talk to you first and foremost. Herb, I'm 22, Herb. 20 years? Come on.
That's why
what you mean? Well, like, what? Like, come on. What you mean? I'm 22, Herb. Like, this is an automatic. Look, to everybody that got a vote out there. This
okay, for 15 years. 15 years for you.
This is probably an automatic. I see what you did there, Herb. You was trying to get your man a little point on there because you knew I was gonna come on here and fry him. I get it. You wanted to give him a little point. I understand. But realistically speaking, though, I mean, I'm not even just speaking from the standpoint of because my age or whatever, but realistically, it has to be, first and foremost, talk about 20 years. We have not had a franchise quarterback since fill in the blank. You know what I mean? So that alone boosts up a roster tremendously. We talk about offensive line. We have not had a left tackle like Laramie Tunsil since Trent Williams. That's been for some years now. Of course, you talk about a surrounding cast of offensive talent. Terry McLaurin. For how long have we been talking about get Terry McLaurin some receiver help? We thought that was going to be Jahan Dawson. Turns out it wasn't. We have never had Terry McLaurin surrounded with a wide receiver too. Hopefully that's Antonio Williams, who a lot of people have been talking about, can grow into that. Hopefully it's Brandon Ayuk. We have not had a tight end of the caliber of a Chiga Congo since Jordan Reed to me. So offensively, I really feel like that we are in a very good spot, a very good state. Of course, you talk about the offensive line. I think the only question mark of the offensive line right now is center, and possibly you could say the left guard position, whether it's Chris Paul, Brandon Coleman, whatever you want to say, or the right tackle with Josh Connolly, like expecting him to have a big year. I think if all else goes, if everything goes well, this could be a potential top 8 unit in the league. Of course, with the offensive line changes, we'll see. Then you talk about the defense. I mean, unless you're going to talk about them Sean Taylor defenses, you're going to talk about the 2020. Oh, see, I'm going in. Look, okay, all right. Okay, all right. Look. You done got me started, Herb. It's Herb. I wasted 20 seconds talking at Herb because he want to put 20 years up there knowing I'm on 22. But nah, it's good.
Definitely the great concept for a young buck like yourself. But I mean, and just to piggyback on what you're saying, I mean, let's keep it a buck. Even before you were born, even around the time when you were born, there really wasn't a good roster on here. By the time you were born, I mean, I'm looking at Spurrier. They didn't have shit. I mean, it wasn't until what's his name till Joe Gibbs came back that we had a decent squad, and then even that one, we got bounced in the second round. So, I mean, that was actually a pretty damn good squad. But other than that, I mean, hey, you guys put out perfect analysis on the whole entire roster for the last 20. Well, in this case, for Juan, it'd be 15. But yeah.
We can say 20 for me because, I mean, realistically, the only thing I'm looking at, I would say this in 20 years, and I'm sure y'all probably could back that up as well. This is probably the most complete roster. Is it the most talented? We'll wait to see, but complete in terms of having very few question marks headed into a season. This is probably the first time in a while because, I mean, I look at that Jay Gruden and Sean McVay 16-17 team. That offense was amazing, of course, with Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garçon, Drew. That was amazing, but of course, those are a couple of players along with Trent Williams, Morgan Moses, whatever you want to have you. But this this whole team is just complete. I didn't even get to the defense, but I'll stop there. But the defense, as we already mentioned, is probably one of the better on paper that we've had in a while. And of course, Durante Jones is at the head of putting it all together. So let's see. But I would say yes for me personally.
I want to second that. I will say that is a very good word to use as far as like complete rosters. You know what I mean? Because honestly, in order to find holes, like you got to dig a little bit to find like holes on this roster right now. So I'll second what Juan said about this being one of the more complete rosters ever. Because you know what I mean? Like some of those rosters in the past, they've been talent, but also there have been some gaping assholes. And again, like that whole thing of having a franchise quarterback, like that is a big one to plug in. And that's I can't remember the last time we would have a franchise quarterback. I remember, listen, years ago when I was in high school and we went to training camp when it was at Frostburg University.
Oh man, I remember that. Yeah.
And the fans started cheering for Jeff George because he showed up. You know what I mean? Like that's how quarterback desperate this franchise has been. Fucking Jeff George got a standing ovation. So yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, those are the times, and I'm glad that we're far away from that because that was Jesus Christ. I remember that. You had fucking Brad Johnson. He was a Pro Bowl quarterback. Why'd you get? You know what? That's Dan Snyder. Moving forward because we can go down that rabbit hole all day. So going on to the last question for today, and I'm gonna go back to what's his name, Juan on this one. What's the first schematic adjustment that could elevate the Commanders from a potential playoff team to a Super Bowl contender?
Oh, that's a good one. Realistically, because I don't want to sound like too simple, because I can deep dive into the defensive side of the ball and say, oh, having, obviously certain players rush in certain looks, and obviously using more Frankie Louvu downhill this way that he wasn't last year, moving Mikey Sammerstill back to the boundary and letting him take advantage of what he, in my opinion, what he's best at. But I'm gonna keep it simple, and it should be obvious. But is Jaden Daniels being more in a pro style offense and playing under center? What should be even more obvious than that is the fact that it came out after the season that Cliff Kingsbury and Adam Peters were getting into it behind closed doors, and they weren't seeing eye to eye because they wanted to see Jaden Daniels under center more, want to see him, play action, taking shots down the field, things like that, running a more pro-style offense that they clearly wasn't running. And clearly, in their words, Jaden Daniels outgrew Cliff Kingsbury's offense, because as we can see with him having a college-style offense, there is some cap and limits to the success that you can have in that offense. So again, I hate to sound so simple and so like Juan, but that's the truth that could elevate this team from being a playoff potential team to a Super Bowl contender is Jaden Daniels taking that leap into this pro style offense, this Ben Johnson-esque offense that we assume is going to be because of the ability to play from under center and have Terry McLaurin moving around. And I think that's going to be the killer in itself, is finally having Terry McLaurin be versatile and move around this offense and be that Amon-Ra or Puka Nacua for this offense, not just being able to key in on them on the outside and boundary. So I'm going to say the Washington Commanders could be a playoff contender team under Cliff Kingsbury, as we've seen as far as the NFC Championship. So we had to run that offense back. Clearly, if everybody stays healthy, we probably would make a playoff team. But this change of David Blau's offense being more pro-style and catering more towards Jaden Daniels' strengths with his arm, I think that could push this team over to being a Super Bowl contender.
All righty. Right on the buzzer, man.
Come on, that's how you know. That's how you know. That take was perfect. Right at the buzzer. You know what I'm saying? Come on now, let's go.
All right, Steph. I'll see you on that one. So
I got you. I'm gonna match you on that one. So I'm gonna say the schematic adjustment that could elevate the Commanders to from a playoff team to a Super Bowl contender is actually having two coordinators who know how to capitalize on the talents of players on both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? Like Juan said about far as having like the David Blau more pro-style offense and, moving Terry around, actually exploiting matchups and, focusing on the run game and not thinking that your quarterback is your main running threat. You know what I mean? And putting Jaden under center, having him work more to his talents and focusing on like with the deeper throws and the play action type stuff, you know what I mean? And not just lining up and running the same 4 plays from 2 different formations. Durante Jones, and you know what I mean, and not making Quan Martin a free safety and making him more of a boundary like a boundary type almost a almost a slot corner type of player, as opposed to what they had him doing, trying to have him in that deep third. The linebacker core, and having to letting them use their range and their speed and their ability to run in the defense, like having coordinators who actually look at the talent and not just trying to say, no, my system is my system, we're gonna run my system. No, I'm going to exploit these talented ass fucking athletes that I have, and I'm going to use them to the best of their abilities within the schematics of the system, and not just keep trying to force everything and not do the same old shit that they were doing last year. Because again, watching Cliff Kingsbury call offense, the first year was okay, but the second year I was throwing up every week. Joe Witt needs to come and I'm not going to attack the man personally, but yeah, it's just, I think the biggest schematic adjustment is having 2 coordinators who actually know how to use the talents of the players and the abilities of the players that they have.
Right at the buzzer. So again, you guys are all one. And before we get but before we get into the voting session, let's go ahead and listen to our sponsor for the day.
So let me fill you in on W. W is a powdered energy drink that replaces other inferior caffeine beverages. It contains 0 maltodextrin, 0 fillers, 0 artificial colors or dyes, and is no proprietary blends. The star of the show is our caffeine fruit extract, which helps you focus with no jitters or no crashes. Can't even front, man. This is a pretty tasty beverage. I recommend that you go online to w.com to go ahead and get your own shaker bottle, your own Japanese energy blend that they have on here. This one, Japanese yuzu, like I said before. You can go on and get different type of flavors that they have on there, and go ahead and order yours. And here's the thing, when you go on there, go ahead and type in the promo code ODBHTTC for 10% off on all your products.
Be sure to secure the dub with W. Shout out to them and go onto their website and get 10% off by putting in the promo code ODBHTTC for 10% off on the whole website. Fellas, y'all got some damn good responses on this one. Juan, I'll make sure the next time I shorten it to 10 years. So this is the next time. But just looking at some of the comments real quick, shout out to Full Command with Grant Mitchell. He came on earlier. He said these responses are fire from both. This is definitely something to look forward to for future programming, because you guys definitely always have great takes, great views on the whole entire Commanders, and I appreciate you guys by coming on in here. But this comes to the time where we have to go ahead and have the fans go into the comment section, and be sure to go ahead and place your vote. I'm going to go ahead and have the whole entire timer up here for who gets to go ahead and place your votes. If you want to vote for Juan, you got the number 2. If you want to vote for Rick, it's number 13. So without further ado, the timer starts now. So I'm going to give you guys the chance to go ahead and say how you feel about picking the votes. So Juan, you tell to people why that you deserve to go into the next round. You muted.
I mean, it's a pretty obvious, decision. You know what I'm saying? I clearly won by a landslide, but say nah. The fact that you tried to get your man a lob with saying 20 years, knowing I'm 22, should automatically put me in the next round. But I mean, look, I feel like I held my own. So I don't know. I ain't really got too much to say. I'm just gonna let him. I don't have no reason to back up anymore. I already said what I had to say. So we'll see what they talk about though.
All right.
I mean, listen, it's me. It's me. Just vote for me. That's all I'm saying. Just go ahead and vote for me. You know what I mean? Y'all know y'all like what I had to say. Y'all know y'all want to hear more of it. Like, that's all.
So just a couple more seconds because we got a whole minute. So guys, be sure to go ahead and go into your bag and put in for the next round. Alrighty. We got on there, one there. Let's see what else we got over here. So 1 second. Just to look and see what else we got on here. So, guys, we still had 30 seconds, and you could be sure to go ahead and put your who you believe should win for the next round.
Yours truly, man. JG. Make sure y'all vote me, man. I mean, I didn't say, you know what, my man Big Herb invited me on. Let me go get fresh for this junk. You know what I'm saying? So that's how important this event was to me. So I feel like that in itself, you feel me, Big Herb, I should slide you $20 or something. You feel me? Boost the odds that I win. Cause look at the type of, you feel me, type of approach I took to today. You know what I'm saying? It was that important to me. You feel me?
Listen, you ain't the only one. I broke out my Sean Taylor jersey. I don't ever put this on. I broke out this team jersey to put on for this joint. So, I mean, listen, you ain't the only one that went and got fresh stuff. So,
hold up. Uh-oh. 1 second.
Oh, no, he rigging the votes, bro.
I'm counting these votes right here, bro.
He rigging it for his man, bro. That's all good, y'all. I ain't me.
No, hold a second. Talani says Juan thought it was his hair competition.
That's funny.
I would have won that without a haircut, apparently.
I mean,
listen,
shit, yeah.
Listen, I don't got no goddamn hair, all right?
It looks like we got a tie right here, fellas. You got it's 4 on each side. I mean,
this ain't soccer, bro. This ain't no tie.
I'm saying I'm gonna let this joint go for 1 more minute. So I mean, guys, we got 15 people in the comment section, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people voted. So I mean, it's up to y'all. So it's up in the air. So shit. I'm thinking, should we go bonus round or something? Because I mean, this is the first tiebreaker on this whole entire thing, man.
Bonus round. I don't see how it's a tie though, but you feel me?
Hey, I don't want it to be a tie. I want us to go ahead.
I said Jay and Daniel's name 25 times. That should have got me to win regardless. Right there.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and look at, because I got a whole list of questions over here. So I guess since it's a tiebreaker at this point, we're gonna go with a tiebreaker question. And let's go ahead and shoot this up real quick. So for the last question, let's go with who can give me the best hot take on this one. All right. Name one Commander player that you trade right now. Juan, go ahead and do this.
I'm the 2 seed. I ain't let the weight 10 go first.
Hey, all right, Rick.
One Commanders player that I trade right now, Frankie Louvu.
Wow.
I trade Frankie Louvu because Frankie Louvu is the best option to give you something in return that you could actually use. You could get probably like anywhere from a 3rd to a 5th round pick for Frankie, and he also still has the production and the name draw to actually get you something. But also we have players who can fill in his spot and do what Frankie does, except for they're a little bit younger and a little bit cheaper. So I feel like I would trade Frankie Louvu because that one has the most propensity to get you something of value that you can actually use in the upcoming 2027 loaded ass draft.
Juan? You vote.
Huh? What was you about to say?
Go ahead. Shoot.
Nah, I look like you was about to say something. What you about to say?
No, I was about to say because you were muted. So go ahead. Shoot.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I gotta think about this because there aren't too many people on our team that I am willing to trade. Frank Louvu, I would say, is a good option. It's an interesting one. This is an interesting one, but I don't think anybody gonna agree with me because he hasn't produced nothing. But he's a 2nd round pick. I think y'all know where I'm going with this. We kind of already have talked about him potentially not making this team.
Okay.
but he is young enough to still be a valuable asset to a team out here. Ben Simmons. That I'm gonna say Ben Simmons, and here's why I say that. We
Mm-hmm.
went out and we got Chiga Kongwu, of course, tight end one. So clearly he isn't going to make that spot. Obviously, John Bates is the best blocking tight end in the league, and of course, he is tight end too. And to me, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a big Kosin Yankov fan. I think Kosin Yankov has showed me more in his preseason bouts, more than Ben Simmons has, and he also provides you special teams depth. So that being said, that leaves Ben Simmons out on the outside looking in. Although I do think he truly is poised for one of his best seasons, realistically, I don't really see. I mean, of course, if I had time to really look at the roster and say, "Hey, okay, we could probably move on from him," but if I'm looking at value, who we could potentially get for something or get something for, offensively, I would probably throw him out there because we don't need him per se, and he is a second round pick, and he's still quite young, and maybe a change of scenery and an offense that actually can use him to his strong suits could unlock Ben Simmons. Frankie Louvu, on the other hand, I think he's too valuable to this team. Not trying to defend or defute his point or whatever, but I think he's too valuable to this team. And unlike Ben Simmons, he actually showed you what he's capable of doing. And are you sure you're willing to give up on that? If he's, for one, entering the final year of his deal, so who's willing to trade for somebody that's entering the final year of his deal? And two, for me, I think he's going to absolutely tear it up this year, being utilized more downhill. Like Deronte Jones literally said in his opening presser, he's a downhill kind of backer. So he's going to be valuable to this defense. I don't think you trade him. But I think a guy like Ben Simmons, you trade him, like, we wash our hands clean with him. He turns out to be really good. Oh, damn, okay, we traded one of our second round picks. Well, it was his third year of his deal. And he, to that point, hasn't done much for us. We'll see how this offensive change helps him, because I think it is going to benefit him. But to me, he's third on his depth chart, potentially even fourth if Kosin Yankov, because they love Kosin Yankov, by the way. It's the reason why that undrafted young man has made the roster 2 times in a row, and I expect him to do it for a third. So for me, probably Ben Simmons.
So,
all right.
Can I give a refute real quick? I wouldn't go with Ben Simmons because I think we're going to see more 22 and 13 personnel than we've seen in this offense in a very, very long time. And I think that Ben Simmons has a hell of a role coming. I love the comparison of him and Kyle Juszczyk, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of that, especially in this offense. The only reason I say Frankie Louvu is because, again, there are a lot of young players that do exactly what he does and who can also do that downhill role, and also at the same time they have a lot better coverage skills than Frankie. You know what I mean? And then also, you never know what, like, especially somebody who can rush the passer the way that Frankie can. It's always teams out here that's looking to say, "Oh, we're a pass rusher away. We're a pass rusher away," and they'll overpay for somebody like that. You know what I mean? Especially somebody who isn't on the wrong side of 30 yet. Like Frankie is not on over 30 yet. So I mean, that's why I kind of gave that answer as far as Frankie Louvu, because I feel like you can get the most return. You can get the most bang for your buck with trading Frankie Louvu.
Okay, Juan, I'm gonna give you one. To be fair, I'm gonna give you one last rebuttal. If you want to go ahead and say that real quick, now's the time, because after Juan states his case, I'm going to set up the timer for 1 minute. You only have 1 minute, and whatever we get is whatever we get. So, Juan, go ahead, and I'm gonna let you retort, man. Go and get your lick back, bro.
Oh, I'm the one that swung first. What you mean? My lick back.
He hit you back, man. You gotta go ahead and hit him back.
Why do I got a rebuttal to his rebuttal of my rebuttal? I'm the one that started it all first. So clearly, you feel me? I said what needed to be said. But no, realistically, I can understand what you're saying, trading Frankie Louvu to an extent. Well, is the team that's trained for him going to understand? You talking about utilize a team will overpay for a pass rusher? Well, Frankie Louvu technically is still a stand-up linebacker. Is that team going to be smart enough to utilize his strengths and realize he's better at going downhill and being primarily used as a pass rusher? To me, again, I think you saying we have young guys that can do it. Who? Jordan McGee? I'm a massive Jordan McGee fan, but again, he's an unknown. he stayed healthy last year, but the last regime did not utilize him. I think Joe McGee can be really good, but again, that's a question mark. We don't know. We have not seen it on a consistent basis yet. Maybe a few flashes here and there. Of course, you're probably talking about Sonny Styles, Leo Chanel. We have a whole linebacker group that's really, really good, but again, I think he's too valuable to this team, this defense's success, to trade away unless you're getting you're getting blown away. Now maybe if we get to the deadline and he's kind of fell out of this rotation and Joel McGee has turned out to be really something that you're clearly utilizing him more in that role, then Frankie Lou, okay, then at that time you can maybe exercise a possible trade. But I think again he's too valuable to this team, to this defensive team. I don't think a team is going to really trade for a guy on the final year of his deal. And I also believe that Frankie Louvu was going to turn back the clock and go back to 2024. Frankie Louvu, who was screaming downhill, being absolutely crazy coming off the line and blowing up runs and getting after quarterbacks, jumping the tush push 1,000,001 times. Like Frankie Louvu, similar to, again, I say Mikey Sammer still, didn't just forget how to play football overnight. He just wasn't trash overnight. It was, in my opinion, the defensive coordinator, Joe Witt Jr. So if that's the rebuttal that I had to put out there, I guess, that's what I'm going to say, because Moose ain't going nowhere.
So we can go back and forth on rebuttals for the rest of the fucking afternoon.
All right, so we're going to start the timer right now. So starting from this point till you hear that buzzer, that is when you can stop. That's when you stop the voting. So starting right now. So guys, I appreciate both of you guys coming in. You didn't even have to do this, but you took the time out your day to go ahead and talk some football about our favorite team. So I want to say thank you to both of you guys for stepping in and giving your takes and your thoughts on every single one of this team right now. So, but yeah, so all right, so we got 1, 2,
my man Bloodshot.
2. Shout out. So we got, all right, so that's 2. We got 26 seconds left in the chat. Guys, be sure to place your votes on this one. So, all right. So we got 14 seconds left. So I guess nobody gonna start voting. We got 19 people in the chat and nobody want to vote now. It's crazy work.
It's because their mind was already made up. They know who to pick.
All right. So the timer has gone off. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Juan. Juan is the winner. Congratulations, my guy.
Come on, man. You already know what it is. I was going to come in and don't do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah,
Well, you want to go ahead and pop your shit, man. You got the dub today, man, so it's good.
I mean, you feel me? At the end of the day, I hope a very valuable lesson is taught to the youth of America out there. Don't come in and talk shit, man. Just let it play. You saw how I came in. Your man came in all hot, talking all this trash. He's about to do this. I said, look, I ain't got too much to say. Let's just get it going. And you see what ended up happening, man. Humbleness always wins in life. And I hope the youth of America could take that one lesson away from this victory. And yeah, man, you feel me? Let's go. Wizards got the first pick tonight. You feel me? I'm bandwagon. Let's get it. It's a great day. Let's go.
Rick, now's the time to go ahead and pop your shit too, man. What's up?
How do losers get to talk? Losers don't get to talk.
Hey, we gotta go to the press conference. They gotta go ahead and say something.
Yeah, press conference. They don't get a press conference. We a low budget organization. They don't even get cameras.
Listen, goddamn it! I'll kick in your goddamn press conference to come and say something. I mean, hey, it was a good competition. Shout out to Juan and his knowledge and his ability to come with it. You know what I mean? It was a good little competition. But it is what it is. It happened.
All righty, Juan, could you tell the people where they can find you at, bro?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. Of course, it's all fun and games. Look forward to doing this again. Appreciate you, Herb, for inviting me on. You can find me at Juan Gotti, JuanGotti, talking sports, as you can see on the screen, on YouTube, Instagram, and all social media platforms. Really, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok are my main platforms. So please follow me over there if you haven't already.
Rick, where can we find you at?
Oh, shit.
Yo. Oh, we feel me? You feel me?
Wow.
You feel
Wow.
me? I had to. You feel me? Had to get on the show. You feel me?
Let's
Talk my knowledge.
let's listen to this real quick.
We're on the show right now, fool.
Oh, my fault. Yeah, you feel me? I'm already bragging that I won. You feel me? I had to call the folks and let them know.
You gonna sit there and
You know
talk
what I'm
about
saying?
humility, and you sitting there, man. I'm popping this nigga old nigga's ass right now.
Let's listen to this.
Oh, I'm gonna call you right back
Let's
then.
see where this goes. All right, let's see what happens.
Oh, I thought I was muted. See, there you go. Look, God got me right there already. Nah, I'm chilling.
Nah, you can find me at Gamma Blurs on Sundays around 3:30 p.m. on YouTube. My Instagram is just _ Rick Williams 83. Yeah, that's it.
All right, fellas. This is entertaining as hell. So just a quick rebuttal, real quick. Shout out to the two brothers that stepped on today. I really appreciate you guys, but I also appreciate the 18 people that's in the chat right now. Without you, I can't do this at all. And because y'all are out here, I want to go ahead and send a shout out to y'all by saying this. If we have a jersey giveaway on the Off the Bench podcast, once we hit 1,000 subs, you follow us on IG and Twitter, because I refuse to call it X. We will go ahead and put you in a randomized drawing so you can get your own Commanders jersey. I'm not getting any other team's jersey. If you are a fan of the show, we only giving out Commander stuff, so don't ask me for no damn Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Vikings, any of that BS over here. So, but no, all jokes aside, thank you guys for tuning into the show, coming on in, and because you guys are amazing at your craft. As always, guys, hit that like, comment in the comment section if you're watching posts, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you can be abreast of what's next. And as always, left hand up, will we, the Commanders, peace.